I'm about as real as they come.
All my beats tailored by Joe. House Digital.
Maserati Rick in Detroit. Convertible bird in Miami. Graduated summa cum laude. Strip club made a tsunami. Carlton Hines with the ball game. Grateful Edmonds with the snowflakes. Craig Pettis in the M-Town. Sal Magluta with the boat game. Falcone with the cocaine. Like Freeway Ricky with the plug game. Like Monster Cody in South Central. Larry Davis from close range.
I'm gonna go all the way. Nigga, you got a jailbird. I'm with that. I'm gonna take you all the way. We're gonna go to jail, we're gonna go to court, we're gonna go to all that. I'm watching you and watching the door. Baby girl, it's a man's business. Please, please. Because when somebody dies, you're gonna be a witness. Just chill. No, ain't nobody gonna die. No, chill. Baby girl, you saying that. Calm down. This nigga's gambling. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Niggas gambling money. Telling me, I looked at the door, he told me police coming. I looked at the door and this man threw the lights. Calm down. You playing head up. Leave it alone. I'm done. That's your money, man. Yo, you know what we do. Even YOLO. But listen, this man just told me your police coming. He's right. I looked over here and I turned around and you rolled. I'd rather you say I wasn't looking than say I didn't throw a ball. I say I wasn't looking. It's right here. Okay, that's your money. That's how I'm on it. Man, we fair. Y'all don't got to go. Roll your dice if you win, you win. Bro, you know how we do. We argue with him, not us. You can roll it, take it. I don't give a fuck. No, that's your money. You know, I just don't like what she's saying. Go roll it. I don't give a fuck about it. Go ahead. Homie, big game. Roll your dice. That's the problem. But I did go balls up. Smoke told me, yo, police coming. I looked over here, it was a 7. That's all I think. I'm not looking at you because you starting shit. Roll it, broski. Because you know I'm back, Cass. I hate to be. I know. And then you got everybody with you saying, hey, look, I know you say, I don't care. You know real thing gonna do that for me. I don't even care. But you know, look, the nigga just said, Cardi. I went to the low, because I went back to the blood. I got a century. I got to go with who winning. Yeah. Let's go. 4 building. You got the money. You know the Hold on now. That ain't got nothing to do with me, homie. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Anything in my hand is my... Yo, can I get in?
That's good. Car jacking. Get outside for fuckery.
Come outside. You saw him. Get out. That man was throwing dope blows and he come out all fuckery.
You do one. Don't worry. This that shit.
Nah, don't worry.
Don't worry. Do that one.
What's in it?
It's 4.
Oh, he's drunk. Good guy. Yo, honey, you don't. Honey, you don't. Honey, you don't. Good luck. That's a good guy right here. Thank you. Look, Big is scared. Look at him. Big is scared. You don't want to play. I don't give a fuck.
So go 9. That's a snack.
I got the rest. I'm gonna do what my man is doing. And I got 500, you gonna fall better. My man's made a feel. Yeah, let's go, okay. Oh, okay.
That Haitian shit.
Okay.
That Haitian shit.
You ain't really even Haitian. You're not a dark skin Haitian. Oh, you know you should have rolled that. You was out there in your home, girl.
Home was trip back in the day, man. Never. Why was it trip back in the day?
Right here. But you know what's so crazy? The crazy thing is, if you come over here, nigga, you click back. That don't matter. yourself, Quan. Set it off, nigga. We're in the 6th building and say, please. You get a nigga 3 cribs. There was only 1. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Who goes by the stage name Casanova is wanted by the FBI. His real name is Caswell Sr., and the feds say he's a member of a violent street gang. Sr. is one of 18 members charged with drug trafficking and racketeering in the city and upstate. Federal agents believe Sr. could be in Atlanta. One of the suspects is charged with murdering a Poughkeepsie teenager in September.
You know what I mean? If y'all can help us the best way y'all can, you understand? So we can get what we need to get as far as the right way. If y'all know what I'm saying. And like I said, what I can explain to each and every one of y'all, as far as the ones who have kids, y'all gotta tune in more with your kids. This is everybody, whether your kid is 50, whether your kid is 2. Y'all gotta tune in with your kids more. And so I'm telling y'all, for the people who got kids that's alive, just going to their Instagrams, going to their Snapchat. Y'all gotta do that. I'd rather have my kid to be mad at me and hate me, you understand, than to be alive. You feel me? So this is, I'm just showing y'all where I lacked that and where I failed, where y'all could basically keep y'all kids alive and everything going and we could break the cycle.
Now, we gotta deal with trying to come to terms with losing my little brother. That was my baby, you know? I took care of him. He was at my house every day. We were a close family. You guys don't understand the pain that we go through. You don't understand the pain when you pull a trigger that the family goes through. My mom now, that was the only thing that we had close to the brother that we just lost. He was the spin image of him. And now we don't have that. He was a funny kid, very quiet, he was shy, he was loud, he liked to dance, and he loved basketball. He wouldn't hurt anybody. So for them to do him the way they did him, it's so wrong. It's so wrong.
Yeah. We back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb ties. And we on our way to Headshot City with it. Brooklyn. All my niggas from New York, all my niggas from Brooklyn, y'all get in the comment box. Y'all know the drill. Y'all need to tap in. Need y'all to tune in. Now, the guy that we're going to be covering today is going to be a guy by the name of Caswell Sr., but we all know him as Casanova. Casanova 2 times, Casanova 2X. But while covering him, it's going to be impossible not to talk a little bit about the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. That's what brings him to the desk of Mobb ties, even though he's pretty much, I want to say, known on the internet for doing a bunch of the shit that would lead you on Mobb ties. But back to the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. They were indicted fairly recently in December of 2020. Now, it's a lot to unpack with this, but before we do that, we're going to try to talk a little bit about Casanova, just in case some of you guys just got to this planet. Okay, now I want to say in 2018, not really too good with dates when I'm going off the head, could be 17, I want to say 18, might be 19. He emerged with a song called Don't Run, kind of, for anybody that's a little bit, I don't know if I got any of my 90s heads tapped in, but kind of like reminiscent to an Onyx. I want to say if it's a 2000, I want to say it's reminiscent to a DMX, where it's not the most lyrical, but has a lot of energy behind the record, has a lot of feeling, and it took off. So some of you guys might know him from that. Some of you guys might know him to where he inked a deal with probably the most successful rapper from Brooklyn, if not the most successful rapper ever, Jay-Z, where he signed with Roc Nation, and he's been making a lot of moves with the Roc Nation wave. And if you don't know him from that, you might know him from his well-publicized beef with a guy with colorful hair
from, I guess they said he was from Brooklyn. A lot of tattoos on his face. They were going back and forth. I think they had a situation at the Barclays where a gun was fired. Yeah, that guy. You might know him from that situation. But I can't remember his name. But yeah, he had some kind of situation. But yeah. So if you don't know him from any of those, you're definitely going to know him after this Mobb Ties episode if you tuned in. Now, according to the federal government and the indictment, which I scoured looking for his name, and pretty much the main place where I seen his name where they had everybody listed, and we will go through a rundown of the people indicted, and we're going to start with who authorities allege is the leader of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation, or this set. It's hard to, when you covering Blood and Crips and certain different gangs that got different factions and different sets, because I read where this specific gang has 8 caves, and that's 8 different sets, and pretty much they're in all 5 boroughs of New York City in the New York prison system. They also have members in North Carolina and Florida. Now, the members involved with this indictment is going to be a guy by the name of Dwight Reed, goes by the name of Dick Wolf, who they allege as the leader, or who's mentioned as the leader in the indictment. Christopher Eckenstein, aka Beagle, Walter Luster, aka Shells, Deshaun Thomas, aka Don, Nia Austin, aka Baby, Brandon Neves, aka Untouchable Dot, Ahmed Walker, aka Ammo, Caswell Sr., well-known Casanova, Brandon Soto, aka Stacks, who is going to be the guy charged with the murder of the 15-year-old in Poughkeepsie. That's another thing. Casanova, the indictment has murders associated with it, but none of them are directly linked to Casanova, and I'm going to try to do my best to break down his involvement of how he got swept up in it. Now, Deshaun Washington, aka Black, was also indicted. Robert Woods, aka Black Rob, Stephen Hugh, aka Chino, Jordan Ingram, aka Flo, Shanae Outlaw, aka Easy, Isaiah Santos, aka Zay, Roberta Sly, aka Trouble, Brene Thornton, aka Luxury, and Jamal Trent, aka Trap Smoke. Now, those are going to be the people named in the indictment. And as far as Casanova's involvement, from what I've seen, and this is going to be based according to the Daily News. Now, on December the 3rd, 2020, the Daily News published that Casanova, whose real name is Caswell Sr., as we mentioned, is a hardcore member of a gang. According to a Manhattan federal court filing, the 34-year-old star gives a cut of his earnings to the gang's founder, Dwight Dick Wolf Reed, who is serving a sentence of 50 years to life for a point-blank execution of an enemy in 2014. Now, that's going to be according to court filings. Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember, but Casanova had a somewhat well-publicized brush with a female at a diner, where the authorities are going to say are pretty well, the female was on the news, and she was saying that how members of Casanova's entourage attacked her. Now, the details behind that, and this is from the victim herself, she was in a diner. This was, I want to say, 4 o'clock going on 5 o'clock a.m. And she said her food came out and she wanted to take a picture of the food. After taking said picture of the food on her live, she hears a voice from behind her that yells, "Hey shorty, take me off your live." She proceeds to say, "What are you talking about? You're not on my live." From her accounts, goons come from everywhere. One chokes her till she's unconscious. from some accounts, they say Casanova picks up the phone, deletes the IG live, and everybody pretty much proceeds to leave. So that is also mentioned in the Daily News article, but I did not see where that was mentioned in the indictment. So that's pretty much the tricky part. But I did see where they said that he uses, or he's alleged to have used, two of the most violent members of the gang in order to move drugs. And they said that the organization moves cocaine, moves crack, and they also move heroin. And this is going to be in the 5 boroughs, and I want to say Westchester County in upstate New York. And that's going to be pretty much where that murder of that teenager ended up happening. So now the gang, like I said, they have members pretty much all across the states. It has 5 different sets referred to as caves. Each has its own command structure, and this is according to prosecutors. There are separate hierarchies for the street lineup and the prison lineup. Gangsters have various responsibilities within the Department of Security, Department of Finance, and the Department of Education, and that's all according to prosecutors. Now, among the gang rules is to never let the enemy of a Rilla live around you, and as Rillas, we must crush our enemies on sight. So just by joining the gang alone, you have an oath to do everything you can to get rid of anybody that's going to be an enemy of the gang. So that just calls for a very eventful life, if I had to say the least. But we covered this, but we know Casanova is innocent until proven guilty. I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what are y'all thoughts on this. If I got anybody tuned in from Poughkeepsie, I was always kind of intrigued about how far that is from New York City, what it's like in Poughkeepsie, and from just by my accounts, I'm gonna think it's a little jumping up there. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all follow me on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. We're going to be back with some more Real Trill Spill. Y'all get at me on a direct message. Y'all get at me under the pictures on Instagram. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all hit me on Facebook. Y'all know what it is. It's whatever, man. I'm here for all the shit. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb, ties.